Hello little dreamers and grown-ups too. Welcome to Benny and the Bedtime Clouds. Gentle bedtime stories to help little ones feel cozy, calm and ready for sleep. Ready for some bedtime stories? Great. A Monkey Tale. Benny and Pip, his tiny mouse friend, were resting on Ron the smiling cloud, who carried them softly across the sky. Mary the cheerful frog leaned happily against Ron's edge, her toes dangling as though she could dip them into the air itself. Tonight, the cloud was gliding lower than usual, toward the endless silver sweep of the ocean. The sea stretched wide in every direction, gleaming under the evening stars. Each wave rose like a shimmering hill, then folded back into itself with a sigh. The sound was steady, patient, and endless, an ancient rhythm that made Benny's heart feel calm and open. Ahead they saw an island, small and round, ringed with white sand that glowed like pearl. On the shore, a little monkey named Rolo waved excitedly, hopping up and down. His fur was soft brown, his smile wide, and his eyes shone as bright as lanterns. "Welcome," Rolo called as Ron drifted down, lowering Benny, Pip and Mary gently onto the sand. "This is my island, and the sea is my best friend." Benny padded closer to the edge of the tide, where the water curled around his paws before sliding away again. Pip ran beside him, squeaking with delight as the waves chased her tiny feet. Mary leapt into the shallows, her green skin shining, and caught droplets of seawater on her tongue as though they were sparkles from the moon. Ron floated low above them, casting a soft shade so the sand would be cool and comfortable. He puffed out little cloud pillows here and there, making places to sit. Rolo led them around his island, showing them secret corners. "Here," he said, pointing to the smooth stones worn round by the waves. "The sea polished these for me." He lifted one that glimmered like glass and placed it gently in Benny's paws. "The ocean leaves me gifts all the time." They wandered to a tide pool where tiny crabs scuttled sideways and starfish clung to rocks. Pip leaned over the edge, her whiskers twitching, while Mary splashed her toes in the warm, shallow water. Above, the palms swayed and whispered, echoing the slow voice of the waves. Soon, Rolo guided them to a quiet cove. The sand was soft as flour, and the water rolled in with a deeper tone here, slow and musical. "This is where I come to listen," Rolo whispered, sitting cross-legged with his tail curled neatly beside him. The friends settled together. Benny lay back against Ron's soft edge. Pip curled on his chest. Mary perched close by, and Rolo sat with his knees hugged to his chin. The only sound was the sea, breathing in, breathing out. For a long time, they simply watched. Waves gathered in the distance like long, dark ribbons, then swirled higher as they neared the shore. Their white crests unfurled like lace, tumbling forward before sliding back with a sigh. Each one was slightly different. Some fast and playful, others slow and gentle, but together they formed an endless pattern, steady and sure. The moon painted silver trails across the water, and Benny found himself staring into the rolling shimmer. With each wave, his chest rose and fell, his breath sinking with the tide. He inhaled slowly as a wave swelled upward, then exhaled gently as it folded away. The rhythm was perfect, his body floating on the same current as the sea. Pip whispered, "The ocean is like a lullaby," her whiskers quivering as she breathed in time with the tide. Mary hummed a low, froggy tune that blended with the water's hush. Rolo smiled softly. "This is how I fall asleep each night. The sea teaches me how to breathe." Benny's eyes grew heavier. The more he watched, the more the waves seemed like dreams themselves, always arriving, always leaving, always returning. The foam spread like a sheet of stars upon the sand, then slid away, whispering secrets to the stones. His paws loosened, his ears caught only the hush and swell, hush and swell. Ron drifted lower, as if to rock them closer in time with the tide. Benny's breaths grew longer, slower, until he no longer knew if he was listening to the sea or if the sea was listening to him. The waves became his pillow, the tide his blanket, the moonlit sky his dream. And there, wrapped in the ocean's heartbeat, Benny let go of the waking world and floated into sleep. The end. Good night, little dreamers. If you enjoyed this gentle story, please consider tapping like and subscribe. It really helps this little channel grow, and we'll be right here every night.